Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for you guys today, we're doing like an easier video, but also like something a little bit different. The reason for it is different. I am subscribed and a Patreon to Teresa Mulhern. I think that's how you say your last name. I'm so sorry, Teresa. Anyway, she does it's like the Scottish version or the Irish version of beauty news, where her and some of her friends / other Patreons go on there and they do releases and rants. And so they talk about products that are coming out, and they do a lot of like indie brand things as well. So there's that. But like today's thing, what she'll do is you can do a look that's based on a theme for that week's. Like one week it was Easter, last week it was a smoky eye with a twist, this week it's a signature look, and this I feel like is my signature look, right down to the poorly glued lashes, because I can't do those still. But anyway, this is like the look. If you guys want to see how I got it, please stick around and do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. And yes, today is the 26th of April, so by the time you will see this, the releases and rants thing will be done. But I think if you go subscribe to Teresa's channel, you can probably watch it back. And like, yes. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so for this like signature eye look thing, I'm going to be using my Cocoa Matte palette from KKW Beauty. I want to show you guys because nobody thinks I use these. Look at, do you see that? That's pan. This one's about to hit pan. And then like I'm working my way up. But anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use an eye base. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I'm just going to use my finger for this, because I find it works the best. Your finger kind of heats up the product and it helps it spread a little bit better. Otherwise, this is like a very dry type of primer, which isn't necessarily like a bad thing, but it's also not my favorite consistency. And then I'm just gonna like put a little bit under, because we are gonna put shadow there later. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a blending brush and I'm gonna go into this first shade right here. And just put that in my crease as a transition shade. Like that. And then I'm just gonna take this, I don't know what this is, I got it off of Amazon, but it's like this type of a brush, and I'm gonna go into the darkest shade in the palette, which is right here. And then kind of put that on my outer corner like that, but then also kind of bring it out, because we're gonna create like a wing shape with it. I can't draw like a liquid liner wing to save my life, so I tend to rely on eyeshadow. But yeah, you just want to like create like a like I keep saying like a lot, you just want to create a rough wing shape and then go back in and kind of deepen it up with that shadow. If it's kind of messy, don't worry too much about it, because that's easy to fix. Between your finger and concealer, that is easy to fix. Okay, and then I'm going to take the blending brush again, and I'm going to go into the second shade on the top row right here. And just kind of blend out the edges, and also take this shade all the way in to the inner corner and then work back and forth, because this is what's really gonna smoke it out, is all this blending that we're going to do. And don't be afraid to take it all the way to your temple. Oopsies. Sorry. And then I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's the second one on the bottom row, with the same brush, and mainly focus that on the outer part here, like that, so that it's really like a drawn out, blown out wing. And then I'm going to go in with the brush that we used to apply the darkest shade again, and just I guess deepen everything, if that makes sense, because of all the blending, we have lost the depth. And I feel like my signature look is a really dark, warm toned smoky eye with like lots of blush and highlighter. Just kind of reestablish the depth right there. And then I'm going to take, this is the, I don't know what Super Shock this is. It's one of the ones from the Little Ray of Sunshine palette collection, but like it's just a gold color, like a bronzy gold color. And I'm gonna tap that on my inner corner and kind of make like a cut crease shape. We're not actually gonna cut the crease because I have such a hard time doing that, but we're gonna give the illusion of like a cut crease shape. And like I said, I just use my finger like that, and then go back in to this shade right here and just blend that over to help blend the edges of it so it's not like totally jagged. And then take what's left on the brush that you used to apply the darkest color and just run it over that to again help blend the edges. Now for the fun part, which is liner. I'm going to be using the Milani eyeliner in, I think this is after, nope, this one's semi-sweet, so it's just a really dark brown eyeliner. I put that right in my waterline, and then I take like the smudger bit on the back of it and just smoke it out. The more you look like a raccoon, the better job you're doing. And then I'm going to take an itty bitty baby brush. This one's a JH39. I'm going to go back into like the really dark shade in this palette and just put that right on the lower lash line. Like that. so this is basically the eye look. I am going to, yeah, see, I feel so much more like me when I'm like this. Just a really blown out, warm toned smoke. Yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased. Okay, I'm gonna really quick do my primer, foundation, concealer, and setting powder off camera really quick, and then we'll come back and do bronzer, blush, highlight together. Okay, so I also put on lashes and did my eyebrows, and I put on mascara. And just so everybody knows, the ColourPop Super Shock I used, I used the In Harmony one. It's called In Harmony, and it's like, the one I used earlier, I think it's like a lighter golden, so I just put this one on top of it. But yeah, this is what we're doing, and this is like so much so my signature look that we even have the lashes glued on wrong because I cut off too much. But we're moving on. We're not gonna let that stop us. For bronzer, I am going to be using the Too Faced Natural Lust one. This one has been discontinued, but like I'm trying to keep hitting pan in it, and can you see pan right there? Baby, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna take like a tapered powder brush and like swirl. If you want to use a brush that's very similar, or not a brush, a bronzer that's very similar to this, the Physicians Formula original one is pretty similar. And I just kind of take it and like I start aiming down like at the corner of my mouth almost, and I bring it back, and it just goes all over my cheek here, because I'm a vampire basically, but I like to be a tanned vampire. Oh my god. Yesterday I was filming and I grabbed a foundation that was it oxidized so tan, and like I didn't realize that because in front of my lighting I look very washed out, so like it looked like the right color when I was putting it on, and it looked okay on camera, but like that thumbnail is me, and like you can see my neck kind of, and oh my god, it's such the wrong color. And just bronze that cheek area. Ooh. Go back and get a little bit more. Put some on the nose. And then on the forehead. Like that. And then for blush, what blush do we want to use? Because I have probably 50, and I'm not even kidding. But I feel like a very dark, shimmery one is my usual, like, go-to. If I'm gonna do a blush, it's gonna be a deeper toned blush, just because I like how a deeper toned blush, when I put it, like, back in this area, how it, like, kind of shapes my face to make it a little bit slimmer. So, I have a couple that would work for that. I have Sunset Serenita, and all my blushes are pretty much by Milani, which is like this one. I have this one, I think it's Coco Felicita, which is this one. That's a lot deeper. I have, this one's the cherry one from their Fruit Fetish collection. That one's like an actual like, red color. I have Red Vino, which is this one. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Which one do I want to do? Yeah, the rest of these are not that dark. I think I'm gonna go with Red Vino. So we're gonna do the Red Vino. And how I kind of avoid looking like a clown with these is I'm just going to take like a very fluffy tapered brush and just kind of tap into this. And Milani changed this formula. I know on their website they said they didn't, but they did, because this has got, like, it's way softer. It's got way more, like, shimmery bits in it, which I'm not complaining too much about, because I like those shimmery. Oh yeah, that's good. And then I'm just gonna kind of run it up my temples. Vaguely clown-like. That's good. That. And then I'm gonna take just like a clean flat foundation brush and just kind of buff that in a little bit, so it's like, I don't mind a harsh, strong blush, but I also don't want to offend anybody. So there's that. And then highlighter. What do we want to do for highlighter? I have, again, like 50. But I feel like the one I use the most, and is therefore like my signature one, is going to be this ColourPop Super Shock one in Euro Trip. I mean, can you see how much of that I've used? So much. Actually, I need to clean all my mirrors in these. Okay. And then I take that and I like put it right on my cheekbone. And just kind of keep blending so it diffuses into my skin. And then I put a little bit above my brow. And then same thing on that side. Put a bit on my nose. Right there. Okay. There's that. Now that this part of the face is pretty much done, really the only thing left to do is lips. And for lips, sorry. For lips, I'm gonna do like a dark red, because this eye is so, it's dark, but it's like very neutral in tone. I kind of want my lips to say something, you know? So I'm just going to take a red lip liner. This one's from Milani. And just kind of outline them. And fill them in like that. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use this, I think it's El Cinco de Mayo by Huda, which is pretty similar. like that. And then I do want to make it a little bit glossy, shall we? So I'm going to take, I just like glitter, you guys. Fenty Beauty's Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. And just, I've got lash glue on everything. Kinda. Like that. Now I'm gonna do my hair really quick. Alright, so that is my hair done. That is pretty much this look. I mean, this is this look complete. I mean, and it's pretty much like my signature look. The nude eye, I mean, not really a nude eye, but like the neutral warm eye with the the really bright dark lip, and then like the darker cheeks. I love this. Okay, I love this so much. Okay, let me tell you, I mean, love it. I love it. And it just, it's perfect. And it's me. Like, I mean, it is me and myself and my perfect, like, if I could wear my makeup like this every single day to work, I would. But this also took me almost an hour. I'm not putting that much effort into going to work. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye.